Live in this week 14 game number 11
Seattle, Washington.
in the 2021 NFL season. It is between the New York Jets going up against the Seattle Seahawks. We are in Seattle. Go let this go and see more after you do.
We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at
Lumen Stadium in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This
Name
was the
the
scene a moment
stadium.
ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
First and 10, Darnold able to connect with Mims. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him. And it runs very well.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. This is gone. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
On first down, Wilson will find Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, winning that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. There's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 in the first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Darnold on first down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up and down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a quarterback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Crowder's got it over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, and the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nailing over 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He's locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Got him open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 of the first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice game.
Now Wilson on first down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. The drive-ins in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room doing something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. The final shot before the break. Darnold, open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they have been disruptive in the passing game, as we're going to see here.
And it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, you cover a guy in your area. And those windows that quarterbacks are seeking to throw into, they're closed in this case.
Yeah, they've been all over the place, knocking down pass after pass. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run again with Carson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And they nearly get this gets all the way to midfield, back it down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
The first down throw, Darnold. Aaron run out for Crowder. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with it back.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover three. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, it's Gore. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down.
Had every man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Darnold. That's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon, first down, New York.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And they'll try and go jet sweep here with Perriman. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 from the 8. The gun, a run for Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Call it a gain at 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes, we're praising offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. They're not to throw it or they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go with him in this game.
I like that.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. L.J. Collier coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think in this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawks offense now, getting set to go again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He gives it off to Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and the tight end Olsen, right side.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly. Get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground. Far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, he's not going to get there. That wasn't going to be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they're getting with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages. And it's off the left upright. Oh my goodness, heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines
because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Darnold. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box, whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Darnold down to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back. And that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. To try to get after the sack. Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball This will make it into the end zone, and they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively, except for the first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a test per play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of football. Back to the ground, this time with goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Yeah, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Cut things off.
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception. reception. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I think it's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the green ones know that they have the goods.
Well, stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Gore, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to get the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what all coaches used to say. Get in the position to be in position, and that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And a short gain here, down to 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. Kind of the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Alright guys, there you have it. The Jets are winners over the Seahawks 6-3 in the stream. And I'll be back later for the reaction. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.